Cold and flu season is in full swing, and whether you are the one who's sick or the person trying to avoid being sick, there are some etiquette rules that apply. And joining us this morning once again with all of those tips right here on the Road Show, Thomas Farley, a.k.a. Mr. Manners. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Great to see you.
We have
glad to see you being healthy.
I'm
healthy here in the studio.
I am trying my best, and that brings up a great topic. So many people are sick. That's all we've heard about lately is the flu, the flu, the flu. You have some great etiquette tips to kind of keep you balanced. And one of them, the favorite one, don't treat sick people like they're a leper. We've all been there. So everybody gets sick.
We know. It's a horrible fit. Not only are you sick, but now you're being ostracized. So for the healthy person, have a little bit of empathy. Yes, of course, you want to keep a safe distance, but that doesn't mean you need to be 100 feet away from the person. A few feet, you're good.
You're good, okay. So we don't need to separate them and put them in another room. The next great tip, if it's your boss or client who is sick, do not refuse an outstretched hand. Just keep some sanitizer handy and use it discreetly after the handshake.
That's right. So again, you never want to make the person feel like you're treating them differently just because they're sick. And if it's a superior, if it's a client, if it's the boss, you have to respect their authority. So shake the hand, don't ever refuse the outstretched hand, but have that little thing of hand sanitizer, excuse yourself discreetly, give it a little spray, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. All right, next up, bring cough drops and tissues with you even when you're not sick.
That's right, because you will be somebody's savior. Again, we've all been there. We know how horrible it is, especially in a movie theater or on an airplane, and you feel like you have no recourse. To be that person who can say, you know what, here, would you like a cough drop? You're not only saving them from their horrible coughing fit, but you're saving yourself from getting the germ spread on you.
Right, okay, next up, offer to get water for a person who is coughing. This will also help you exit the situation more easily. So now, let me follow along. If you're coughing and I say, hey, I can get you some water, I come back with the water.
You come back with the water. Okay. It breaks up the conversation enough that you can go clear away, do a little hand sanitizing, hand the water, and then you exit again, and you're done. You've done your duty.
All right, and then some other tips for those people who are sick. For goodness sake, stay home if you're not feeling well. Now, this can be tough. A lot of people are very worried about their jobs. And they think that, well, if I'm sick and I don't go to work today, someone's going to be mad. But a lot of employers would rather have you stay home than get the entire office sick.
That's right, and we're so connected today. There are very few, you guys would be an exception, but there are very few people who cannot show up to work and still do their jobs from home if necessary. So if at all possible, stay home, do everybody a favor. Otherwise, you wind up with this rotating thing of sickness where you're now better, but the person you got sick gets you sick again, and it never stops.
So it's a vicious cycle that goes through. Minimize contact with others. Let them know you are not feeling up to par because of that reason, and will be keeping the distance.
Absolutely. So, you know, people immediately want to shake your hand, want to give you a hello kiss. It's perfectly fine to say, you know what, I'm not feeling great today. Let's make our greetings from afar.
We'll give you a little fist bump from afar or something like that.
Exactly.
If you need to cough, do so in the crook of your arm right here, never into your hand.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the first instinct. People think they're going to cough into their hand and they're doing a favor. They're not spreading the germs around the room. You actually want to do it right here.
Okay, a little further up. Okay.
Exactly. And that way it's caught there, it's not spreading anywhere, and nobody's going to be touching here.
We hope.
We hope.
We hope. Be especially careful when taking food from a tray or a buffet that will be visited by others. Now, I know a lot of people have these places when they go to a buffet, they always freak out because, you know, they have the screen there, but really, let's be honest, that's not doing much good.
Yeah, the cough guard, I think they call it. Yeah, so you got to be careful there. Also at a cocktail party where you're not going to have the cough guard, make sure you're using the toothpicks, make sure you're using a napkin, because again, there are going to be germs. You don't want to be getting other people sick. You know how miserable you are. Don't make other people miserable too.
And what if you see someone do that? Do you say something to them, or do you just back away?
I'd certainly avoid the food myself, but I would point it out politely. Right. I really would, because sometimes people are just not conscious, and they need to be aware.
And then spritz everything down with sanitizer and a little Lysol.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Dump it out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in today. And for a full list of the etiquette tips for a healthy flu season, you can head to WPRI.com.